Hello, good morning. And today you will go with this practice paper of the business study. You will see on your screen it will be available. You know very well, totally in the business study, term 2 exam, 12 questions are expected. 4 questions are for the 2 mark, 4 questions are for the 3 marks, and remaining 4 questions are for the 5 marks. If you will go with the 2 mark question, your answer should be nearest to 30 to 50 words. If you are if you will go with the 3 mark question, your answers should be for the 50 to 80 words. And if you will go for the 5 mark question, your answer should be for the 80 to 120 words. Now you will look the questions very nicely. The first question: after rainy season, work in construction industry goes in full swing, which leads to increased need of unskilled employees. You have need to write the method of recruitment which is most suitable in these situations and also explain that source briefly. Means you have a need to go with the staffing topic, select one method which will be related to that one stranger, and then after you should be write the source also. Then your answer should be finished. Now, the second question is name and explain the money market instrument commonly used by the companies for bridge financing. That is for your chapter 9 and 10. You have a need to write first the name of the money market instrument and then after explain also. Then after your third question is again for the staffing. Recruitment is considered as positive process whereas selection is considered as negative process. You have need to explain, means you have need to collect some examples and try to write for these answers relate to your views. Now the next is the which function of management ensures that organizational performance should be according to standards. You have a need to identify first the function and then after explain the concept even. Then the next one, question number 5 is Suzy Limited display the name of their weekly best performers in the notice board and provides a certificate to them. In order to motivate their employees, you have a need to identify the name and even the type of incentives which will be offered and explain the concept. Then you have need to think about the chapter number 7, that is the directing. From that one of the concept of the monetary incentive you will take it and then after explain the concept for the 3 mark. Then your next question number 6 is a Ravi was working as a CEO in Oxyzone Limited, which was producing air purifiers. The targets of the company was to produce 1,000 air purifiers every day. She was taking all decisions with her on without making any discussions with subordinates. She always insists that her orders must be obeyed without questioning it. Identify and describe the leadership style being adopted by Ravi. Means for that you have a need to go with the one of the kind of the leadership which will be in that stranger, and then you have a need to explain it. For that you have a choice. One more question is there. Either you will go with the Ravi or either you will go with the importance of directing. That is a simple question. Point you will take and then after try to elaborate. Even for giving the goodness in the examination or writing very nicely, you should be go with the help of the flow chart even for the importance of directing. Now, the question number 7 is very simple for you. Write any 3 factors affecting the fixed capital requirement of a company. Means you have a need to take the factor and then after write the 3 factors name and then after elaborate one by one relate to the fixed capital requirement of a company. Now the next one is the controlling is a both a backward looking as well as a forward looking function you have a need to justify. That is related to the chapter number 8, you know very well, and for that you have a need to focus relate to the feature of the controlling, that is a backward looking as well as the forward looking function. Now the question number 9 will be for you, that is the various efforts have been made by the government and non-government organizations to protect the interest of consumers, but exploitation of consumers will stop only when consumer himself will forward to safeguard their interests. Write any 5 responsibilities that a consumer must keep in mind while purchasing any goods or services. Means here you have a need to focus for the chapter number 12, that is the consumer protection, and you have a need to write the consumer responsibilities. For that you have a choice. Enumerate any 5 rights of a consumer under the Consumer Protection Act 2019. For that my good suggestion is there, you will make a level diagram of the rights of a consumer and then after get the examples and then after write the rights and then explain and elaborate properly. Then the next question number 10 is the various functions of financial market. That is a simple. You have a need to write the functions only. Then the next number is the methods of training. You have a need to explain. Under it, the two methods they demand. One is a vestibule training and one is an internship. That is a simple for you. Again, a staffing topic is covered. Now the question number 12, that is the last question, and for that you have a choice. There are two companies, Rama Limited and Suzy Limited, with total investment of rupees 30 lakh each. The capital structure of Rama Limited consists of rupees 10 lakh of equity share capital of rupees 10 each and debt fund of rupees 20 lakh, while a Suzy Limited it consists only equity share capital EBIT, that is the earning before interest and tax, is 7.5 lakh. The interest rate on debt at the rate of 10% and the tax rate is the 30%. You have a need to think which company will generate higher yield or income or dividend in order to maximize the returns to the equity shareholder. You have a need to calculate the EPS, earning per share, that is from the chapter number 9 and 10. For that you have the one choice. Anu Limited earn consolidated profit of rupees 500 crore. The company wants to describe how to effectively allocate profits in order to develop balance between expectation of shareholders and considering future expansion requirements in emerging market opportunities. You have a need to identify the specific decision which financial manager has to initiate and discuss the factors which are to be taken into the consideration in respect. Means first you have a need to go with the one of the financial decision and then after you have a need to go with the factors. And if you write very nicely, then 100% you should be get the 100% mark. Then try to boost your confidence and try to read the concept again and again and give a very fair answer sheet to examiner. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.